What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Rocky, and you're joining me on my journey back into reading after several years away from the hobby. And today we have a little bit of a different video. This is just kind of off the cuff because I stumbled across what I think is something pretty interesting if you are both a reader and a video game fan. And this is a demo for an indie game called the Bookwalker. And this is a really, really cool concept. As you can see, I've got some gameplay footage just running in the background as I'm talking about it. And I just thought, this is so cool. I should do like a little video on it, just kind of explaining a bit about what it is and bringing some awareness to it. And let me know if you've tried it already, if you saw the demo on Steam. That's where I got it anyway. I don't think it's on anything else. I think it's just on Steam, and it is just a demo at the moment. So this is not a full game. It is something that is going to be having an eventual release down the road, but I figured why not highlight it. So I'm going to leave the developer, publisher information, blah, 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 and the Steam store page info in the description to this. But I thought I'd just run down a couple of things that I thought were cool. I played through the first level or section of the game, and it starts off in first person, and you think it's perhaps like a walking simulator, but very quickly you realize that your character can kind of dive headfirst into these books, and all of a sudden it switches to an isometric 2.5D or whatever, the isometric view, very reminiscent of classic CRPGs. I am actually a huge fan of CRPGs. They're probably my favorite type of game, I think, ever right now anyway. So yeah, absolutely love that perspective. Now this is definitely more of a point-click adventure. So you're interacting with things in the environment. You're this cool-looking character that's got your head is a conical shape of or a torrent of paper, and it's kind of got a triangular shape to it. But you've got this crazy cool book head or paper head. And I guess your brother, the soul of your brother, is hanging in a cage around your neck, and you have the goal of doing jobs by inhabiting the world somehow. It doesn't explain how you have this power or whatever. This is just the demo, but you can, transport yourself into the worlds of these books, and it's like plagiarism. You're kind of taking things from it to write your own book, but that somehow you're going to be able to save your brother and immortalize them in that book. So this isn't really spoiler. I mean, it explains that too. I think it took me maybe 40 minutes to get through that section of the demo, and I wasn't rushing it so that I could get, actual proper gameplay footage. I made a couple of stupid mistakes too, just missing a couple things. But again, it was fairly simple. Got through that section in 40 minutes, so it's not overly complicated. It is more of a narrative style. In the first person scene, it reminds you of a walking simulator, but that is more, I realized, just to kind of transverse between hubs. It's like a hub world rather, so that you can, transport between different worlds entering these books. You get a suitcase delivery, and it's got a book in it, information about a contract of what you need to get, and then a slot to eventually place that item. You wrap that up, you give it back to the courier, and you get a new job later on. And that seems to be the gameplay loop. And also, I should note that while you are in world, there are some very light CRPG-style turn-based combat encounters. And yeah, they're very simple. No trouble. I think you'd have to try to die. But if you are just getting into this type of game, or if you're really into the walking simulators or more point-and-click adventure things, this is a nice addition because it does break up the flow. My one complaint with these type of games is sometimes you're just going on such long stretches without something really exciting narratively happening or gameplay wise. And so having a little bit of combat to break it up, I thought was a pretty cool touch. So again, yeah, just a quick video to kind of explain the Bookwalker. I think if you are a reader, there are a bunch of cool things. If you're an author as well, I would say even more so. But if you're author or reader and you're into the book scene, there's some really cool dialogue references to things. It is very kind of meta, and also the video game inside references too. But it's just really unique to see that as a game where you never see any kind of really representation of the reading world, because I mean it's just totally, you take a lot of inspiration perhaps for storytelling, but it's a different medium, and I never thought I would see the two interject like this, and I think it's rather cool. I had fun with it. I think it's a simple game, but I really enjoy these types of indie games. Not everything has to be a 60-plus hour epic. Sometimes you just want something you can blast through in, a weekend or a week, something like that. So, like I said, I will leave all of the info about this game in the description. And if you just stumbled upon the channel because of this video and, being about this game, I do regular book content every single week. I'm into fantasy and sci-fi. I also do some mystery thrillers, things like that, switch it up, the odd historical fiction. So thanks for watching. Think about leaving a like and subscribing to the channel for some notifications. Well, I guess you'd have to hit the bell for that, but you know what I mean. Everybody, we watch enough videos to understand what I'm saying. All right, have a great one, everybody. Thanks for stopping by, and until next time, let's get back to reading.